Two of the best bats in the business next on the show. Denard Span heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
For Colorado, center fielder, number 4, Denard Span.
Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Chisenhall is there, and it's a first pitch out to start the ball game.
Batting second.
In now,
baseman,
Josh Rutledge, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bauer into his motion. First pitch on its way. Grounded to short. Backhanded. Throw gets him, 2 down. Troy Tulowitzki gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Marcus Betts comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Marcus Betts.
Low for ball 1. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. Ready on 1 and 2. Hit hard on the ground to second. And taken in out there for the first out. Stepping in, Thomas. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Number 76.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Smoke toward the hole. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. Andrew McCutchen takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away.
Andrew McCutchen.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Tulowitzki for 1. On to Morneau, and they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Carlos Gonzalez will start things off for the Rockies, with Justin Morneau due to follow next.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring in the former MVP, first baseman Justin Morneau. Hit hard down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Charlie Blackmon will stand in now, a Silver Slugger recipient for National League outfielders a year ago. Chopped at the plate, but it's foul, strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. Dribbled down the third baseline. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it 1st and 2nd now.
Batting 7.
Number 20
catcher.
steps in now.
Number 20.
Bauer pauses. Here comes the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Cutter, and that's a called strike 2. Runners are at 1st and 2nd with 1 away. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Throw gets him. 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Corey Dickerson. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
And with 2 outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Well, don't let them score on a wild pitch.
And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away. First offering on its way. Nolan Arenado is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Down the first baseline. Gloved by Santana. And he'll take it to the bag himself. And a great job of pitching out of the bases loaded situation as the side is retired. Michael Brantley strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the 2nd inning.
Left fielder Michael Brantley.
Into the windup and the pitch. Right there for strike 1.
Boy, Michael Brantley certainly has blossomed into one of the elite players in this league. He's a good all-around talent, and in 2014 was really his coming-out party.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Yeah, 2014 was really an outstanding year for Mr. Brantley. He went to the All-Star game for the first time, won a Silver Slugger, and ended up 3rd in the AL MVP voting.
That's pretty amazing. Not only that, he was a 20-20 guy. He had exactly 20 bombs and ended up swiping 23 bases.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Full count now. 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the 2nd.
Batting 5th.
Carlos Santana gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. Dickerson's there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Lonnie Chisenhall is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and 1 away.
Well, Too bad that last guy couldn't advance the man into scoring position, so now it's probably going to take a gapper to get him home.
Now a throw over to first, and he's back standing. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Three and 0 now.
3-0.
And oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
3-2. Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing.
Keeping him close.
Liner towards second, and that'll get down for a base hit. Digging in the switch hitter, Zach Walters, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch coming, here it is. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers. But he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
And a ground ball to Tulowitzki. This might be two. Rutledge relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. Denard Span will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Not the result you want, and especially swinging at the first pitch. Got to make the pitcher work.
McCutcheon is under it as he puts it away, and it's one pitch, one away to start the third.
Second baseman.
Striding into the box, Josh Rutledge. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Bauer sets his sights. Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Troy Tulowitzki will stand in now, the recipient of a National League Silver Slugger Award for his contributions at shortstop last year. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball one.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one.
Looking at Tulowitzki up there, you can't help but think of all the honors that have come his way, despite some pretty significant injury setbacks. A perennial all-star, a gold glover, a silver slugger award winner. This guy can do it all when he's healthy.
Another throw over. Runner back safely. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. We all remember when Tulowitzki was traded from the Rockies to the Blue Jays late July of 2015. Seemed weird at the time not seeing him in a Colorado uniform, but it really didn't take him that long to make the transition.
No, it didn't. In his first game in a Blue Jays uniform, he went 3 for 5 with a home run, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. Now, that's the way you make a first impression.
Carlos Gonzalez will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Third inning, no score to this point. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1. And Gonzalez lays off as he goes to 2-1 now. 3-1.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Chisenhall is able to look this one in just past the third base dugout, and that's out number 2.
Now batting,
Charlie Blackmon has a golden opportunity to give his guys the lead as he stands in with 3 men aboard.
And Matt, it's early in this game, but this is a big moment right here. It doesn't matter when you score your runs, just that you score more in the end.
Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change. 2-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one as the Rockies have taken a 4-0 lead. Chad Hahn will come on and pitch for the 7th time here this spring.
Chad Hahn.
Number 20 will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. Leading off the inning, Francisco Linder, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. This is pulled into right. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Yan Gomes steps in. He'll get his first shot at it here.
Yan Gomes.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Slider, but that's below the knees, and it's 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Second baseman, Marcus Betts.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Marcus Betts is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. Good hard slider at 88. It's 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Now to the plate, Thomas. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. Tap fouled at home plate. Now a spin and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. Back to Morneau, but it's too late as they just get to 1. Andrew McCutchen stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, even though you've got a big lead, you don't want to give him a cheapie. That's a nice block right there.
Line drive to center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. Michael Brantley is into the box, reached base via the walk in his first appearance.
Brantley.
And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
Ball 2.
2-0.
2-0.
Here it comes, 2-0. And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Sinker, 3-2 now.
And now, whatever pitch he feels most comfortable with, that's the pitch he needs to throw right here, because he cannot afford to put this one out of the strike zone.
And this is over the head of Morneau at first. But they'll catch a break as the runners are going to stay where they are here as there's no advance. Corey Dickerson is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. To short. Linder gloves it. And the throw to first just about takes him out as it skips up and over him. And he is in there. Nolan Arenado stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Nolan Arenado.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
Center fielder.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And standing 4th is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
Step on the bag for 1, but they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from 3rd. Josh Rutledge steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Runner going a second time. Pitch is high, the throw, and Span is going to be caught stealing here. He's out at second base. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Gomes has it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Carlos Santana, and they'll need him to get something going here.
First baseman, Carlos Santana.
Hit out towards second. And on one pitch, he's retired. At the plate, Lonnie Chisenhall. He reached on a single in his first try. Lyles gets the sign. Here it comes. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Now the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. sent on the ground out to second. Rutledge is there. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
Up next
at the plate, Zach Walters. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch on its way. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Francisco Linder strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around.
Francisco Linder.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Drilled on the ground to short. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Troy Tulowitzki heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Shortstop, Troy
The
Tulowitzki.
fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike. 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the fifth inning.
The right fielder, number 5.
He's running towards second.
Gonzalez.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. This is line to left. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Justin Morneau will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats.
Justin Morneau.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Out in front of it, strike 1. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. High in the air out towards shallow right. Thomas has a beat on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Charlie Blackmon is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning.
Charlie Blackmon.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Reined in. To second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Now batting.
Number 20 digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Well, be careful not to airmail that thing over your catcher's head. You got to make sure you don't overthrow it.
The 2-2 pitch. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. John Gray is on his way to the mound now as he'll work in his 8th ball game here this spring.
John Gray.
Leading off the inning, Jan Gomes. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Fastball in there for a called strike. And this one misses to the Cleveland backstop. It's even at a ball and a strike. Now Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. This is in the air out to left field. Dickerson has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
Now batting,
Marcus Betts will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Gonzalez. And foul. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Thomas steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here comes the first pitch. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Corey Dickerson makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
And a foul pop behind the plate. Gomes has a play and a rather easy first out. Nolan Arenado will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Chopped foul right at home plate. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Flares this one over toward first. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Denard Span stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. Josh Rutledge ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Down and away, ball 1. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. 3-2 now. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 6-1. Troy Tulowitzki steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. John Axford is out from the bullpen here as he'll be making his 5th appearance this spring training.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Troy Tulowitzki will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. And he lays off there 1-0. 2 out with the man at first. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. 1-2. Here it comes. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit. Carlos Gonzalez digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Looking to minimize the damage here. Too high, 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. The tag, and he is out at the plate on a great throw from the outfield.
Posed.
Your attention, please. Now
so the call to the bullpen now as it's the former starter Franklin Morales that gets the call. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Bounced weakly near the plate. The tag, and he is out. Michael Brantley will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Michael Brantley.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Full count, 3-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Carlos Santana will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
And a ball, 1-0. And he'll snap one over to first. And he'll get back in standing. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Now a snap move over to first. Just keeping him close.
Keeping an eye on him.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Span, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Lonnie Chisenhall will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
And right about now, you got to know as a hitter that you're going to see a heavy dose of that splitter. That's a good take up there to get ahead.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Slapped hard the opposite way, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Zach Walters will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
Zach Walters.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Grounded to third. Gloved by Arenado. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. DJ LeMahieu is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. In there, strike 1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Drilled to the left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. Brandon Barnes will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. And that's in there for strike 1. 6 runs, double the amount of hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Number 20 will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. This pitch is popped up. Should be room for Gomes behind the plate. And he'll get back there to make the catch in front of the screen as they retire their man here for the second out.
Left fielder,
Corey Dickerson is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Swing and a liner. Foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Nolan Arenado steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. And this is low, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
That's inside. 2-0.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. And not in time as the second run scores. Kyle Parker will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Thomas is there and he'll put it away to retire the side. Rob Scahill will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Francisco Linder will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Jose Ramirez is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Stubbs on the move. 1 out. Yan Gomes will stand in. He flew out his last time up. The pitch. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Try to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses. 1-2. Hit hard to short. To his left. Tulowitzki. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Marcus Betts will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Drives it the other way to deep right. Back goes Gonzalez. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end. Michael McHenry is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Chisenhall. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Alexi Amarista will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Skied into straightaway right. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now. Stephan Romero will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. Chopped toward the second baseman. Oh, and this goes right past him. Pedro Siriaco will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And that misses ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
2-0.
No strike.
Too high. And it's 3-0. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Mark Zepchinski will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Zepchinski. Now playing shortstop, number 16, Jose Ramirez.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Hit down the third baseline. Chisenhall is there. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Number 58 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 58.
Thomas ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. To short, hit hard. Gloved by Amarista. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Andrew McCutchen strides in, grounded out his last time through. Now here's the pitch.
Your attention, please.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Number 8, Michael McKinley, a defensive change.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
First base, number 65, Christian Ackerman.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. McCutchen will take one that misses. It's ball 4. Michael Brantley steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. From the stretch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. Running now is McCutchen. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And no throw as he'll just hang on to it. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Carlos Santana gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here it comes on 0-2. High pop up. Optimus is there for it. And that retires the side. Number 20 will dig in. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. He's set and the pitch. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And the off-speed pitch is taken here. A ball and a strike. On the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
Left fielder.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Brantley's after it. 2 down. Digging in to try it again. Nolan Arenado coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Here's ball 1 now to the Rockies' third baseman. It's 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Santana is there to make the catch and the side is retired. Rex Brothers will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Lonnie Chisenhall digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Zach Walters gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Zach Walters.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. There goes the runner. Taken for strike 3, the throw. And he'll be in there at second without a throw, in fact.
Now batting.
Jose Ramirez is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Oh, 0-1 is a circle change that's over for a called strike. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Played on the backhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
The catcher, number 10.
Yan Gomes will step in. A ground out victim his last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Tyler Naquin will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 26, Tyler Naquin.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit to third. Arenado has it. One there. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Now batting,
Marcus Betts struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go 0 for, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
In there, no balls and a strike. Runners off for second. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Stubbs is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our top player of the game.